Yeah.
Just win, baby. Feel the storm of the cold on the wind, baby. It's the Oakland Raiders. Get your mouthpiece. You in the black hole with the black piece. This ain't black gold, this is black silver. Commitment to excellence, we deliver. And we'll play past regulation. It's the invasion of the Raider Nation. Let's go, Raider Nation. Let's go, Raider Nation. You ready for some football? Yeah, you ain't ready for the football. You ain't ready for the Oakland Raiders. Come on, it's the invasion of the Oakland Raiders. Let's go. Are you ready for some football? Yeah, you ain't ready for the football.
Raiders against the Titans. Bucks against the Packers without Mike Evans. Giants over the Cowboys. Lions on the spread. Raider Nation! Let's go! Commitment to excellence, we deliver! Fuck the haters! Y'all ain't nowhere to be found after the next couple weeks.
Just win, baby. 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 Just win, baby.
We're beating the Titans. There's a lot of symbolism with the Titans to talk about.
Check his ass for $48 protection. Smell fresh as fresh.
There's a lot of symbolism with the Titans to talk about. They're the Titans. They're the beasts. They're the beasts that can't be stopped. Well, guess what? First win the Dynasty against the Titans. We slay all the Titans after that. We slay all them Titans. We slay Dope Bell. We slay Dak Prescott. We slay them all. We slay the Quaves. The ultimate Titanics. We slay them all. That's symbolism of the Titans. Bill Belichick born at Nashville. Next Belichick is McDaniels. You can't script it any better. The first home win in the nation against the hated-ass Denver Donkeys. Saying the donkey ass is back to last place. And we really going all the way. Will we beat the Queens on Monday Night Football? No. Next couple of years, we'll be drafting specifically players with specific skill sets to beat the Queens. Absolutely, we are beating the Queens in the next couple of years. I wonder who's going to be a defensive coordinator throughout the whole dynasty. Is some of these coaches going to be there forever? McDaniels can ship them in and out. Last week was scripted. It's all scripted. Don't need to worry about it. It's not all being a joker. Oh, just being a joker. It's Las Vegas. You'll see mafia endings that just don't make sense, but it's all good. Cause y'all be making your mind back on your Raider bets against the Denver Donkeys and the Tennessee Titans. Yep. I have Sunday NFL now. I'll be watching the Raiders live on the big screen. I'll be watching the Raiders live on the big screen. I will on YouTube TV. I'll probably be putting the game on the phone. Probably be watching the Quaves, how Patrick Mahomes does for the fantasy team because he is my quarterback. I'll be watching the Raider game mostly. I'll be watching the Raiders and the Titans to see that first win Raider style on the road because that's how we do business. You got to start to see how much the Raiders have transcended in the last couple of weeks when we go to Monday Night Football, get some pictures, creeps. It's how good go be here. It's how the nation represent. That's how we represent. That's how we do it. There's 17 games. It's barely a third of the season after the Queef game. This don't count against the conference record against the Cardinals. They don't count against the conference record at all. You guys see better blocking from the O-line. Last week was fake. Don't need to pay any attention to it. Don't need to pay any attention to the Chargers game because that was fake as well. It was Khalil Mack's scripted revenge. This time, not with the Bears, but with the Chargers. It's all scripted BS anyways. And Kyler Murray having that comeback, that's great news for Kyler comeback. Murray Magic winning a Super Bowl for the Cardinals. Ha! Yeah, that's what's going to be happening. There's going to be the Lamar Jackson, the Super Bowl. That's going to be the 1 year where, oh, they're running back, the budget. And then, oh, Corbridge. He's the next superstar. He's the god. It's the most comebacks any quarterback in the NFL. This dude absolutely owns the Titans. He's 4-0 at Tennessee. Carr, the star. We see him shine. Derek Dallas Carr, the star. 4-0 at Tennessee. That's what it's going to go be. Derek Dallas Carr, the star. He only wins when he beats the Titans at Tennessee. That is a true story for Derek Dallas Carr, the star. True story. He only dominates. He only dominates when he travels to Tennessee. Now, that is a true story. We can go through all of the games. He's going to be 5-0. He's going to be 5-0. That's going to be the build-up to the Queefs on Monday Night Football because it is Queefs fans to march up 50. The Queefs will queef in the Super Bowl against Versace. And that's what's going to be happening this year. That's the script for Aaron Rodgers. All this Mike Evans stuff is all nonsense anyways. Should never ever bet a game on an injury report because it's all scripted. Oh, they won. They beat the Packers without Mike Evans. You see, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing every single time when they're setting up the narratives. I guarantee you the stat line is 4-0. I saw 4-0 somewhere. Where was it? You probably have to go all the way back to 2014. One of those games may have been a season opener, if my memory serves me correct. Okay, there's that game versus Oakland. What is his name? The Falcons quarterback. Mariota. Yeah, that was Mariota. That was the name. That was the name. So there's that game right there. That was a win at Tennessee for Derek Dallas Carr, the star. Familiar environment. They're scripting it with the familiar environment. Quite frankly, for Derek Dallas Carr, the star. We all know the Raiders are the Dynasty because we the best. We the best team ever. It's how you roll. It's how you roll. Because 4 games, 2 wins, winning 42 years later. That is the symbolism. After beating the Denver Donkeys, that is what's in line for the Raiders. Is 2-2. No team can come close to the Raiders in what they have accomplished, with the only exception being the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are the only team. There it is, a 17-10 Raiders. The Raiders against the Titanics. This is familiar territory for Derek Dallas Carr, the star. Very familiar territory for Derek Dallas Carr, the star. Great to go see Derek Carr dominate at Tennessee. Yeah, in 2017 versus Oakland, 26-16 loss. That was the season opener I was thinking about. So Derek Dallas Carr, the star, he shuts it down. He shuts down the Titanics. He owns the Titanics. He owns them. Derek Carr, the star, owns the Tennessee Titanics. We will slay all the Titans. We'll slay all the beasts. That's what the win against Tennessee represents. That's why we're the Dynasty. That's why the Raiders are the Dynasty. No team come close to the Raiders except for the Green Bay Packers. That's just the reality. Winningest team in the AFC, winningest team in the NFC. The Packers, and then the Raiders, and the Raiders. Yep. And then we go live for guess what? Donkeys, Raiders. Very next week, be watching 2 games. Cardinals, Eagles, and yep, the Raiders against the Donkeys. Yep. That's what to look out for. Carr owns Tennessee.